Kings and queens in the Dark Ages, they had to be kind of evil. Marvel came to us and said, your game is very successful, you guys have a very creative voice. We had this idea of like maybe launching a character that would be launched in the comics and in the game at the same time, which never happened before. They sent us this blurb. It was no more than a couple of paragraphs that was written by Al Ewing. He wrote about this character that he intended to develop called Guillotine. I was so very excited about creating a character for Marvel and that would be part of the mainstream universe and also in the game. So I sent them a bunch of designs. They took my first designs, and Paco Medina, the artist for the Contest of Champions series, started like changing, evolving it, and sent it back to me, and I evolved it back, and then Marvel was looking at it, and we came to this final design that people see in the game right now. Guillotine was the first big original character, but after that they said, oh, do you want to create more? One of the ideas is to create a gallery of rogues. This new character is called Morningstar. She is a character that we created to be Guillotine's nemesis. Guillotine has this connection to the occult and the horror and the catacombs of Paris and this whole like ancient Gothic history. Me and Al talk sometimes about it, like what is this long history of the blade, where it came from. A logical development of that is to, show another person that had that blade before, Morningstar, she used to be this Eastern European queen in the Dark Ages that owned the sword and used the sword to subjugate her own people. She was like this tyrant type figure. So they invade her castle, classic horror, with the pitchforks, and take the blade from her and trap her in this Iron Maiden, the mystical Iron Maiden that can trap the soul and the body of the person. So she dies, but her soul gets stuck there for hundreds of years. Until this evil force comes to visit Mephisto. He takes interest in the queen and say, hey, I'll make a deal with you. I'll give you a way to walk free again and go after the revenge. He transforms the Iron Maiden into this golem-like body. Of course, being Mephisto, he tricks her. You're not really free. You're still stuck, but you can walk. And he gives her like another weapon because he doesn't have the blade anymore. He gives her the mace, the mystical mace that's able to capture souls.
Morningstar has this new unique mechanic around stealing souls. So using her abilities within the fight, she can steal her opponent's soul and use that to power her own abilities. And then being successful through a series of fights, she'll gain more and more abilities throughout the course of the quest. With her signature, she actually has the ability to lower the effectiveness of some of her opponent's key buffs, as well as steal part of that effectiveness for herself. So not only can she reduce the rate at which a character can just hide back and gain power, she'll also gain power herself as that's happening.
Working for Marvel has been such a dream come true for all of us. This is like a passion project. There's no single day that I don't come to work smiling, oh, what we're gonna do today. We have more ideas for the future, definitely, but we always have to make sure that they make sense for the game, for the fans, this is a natural progression or a natural adaptation that lives in our own universe. And I hope they like all the original creations. We want the universe of the Contest of Champions to be looked at as something that is fresh, but also pays homage to everything that is around in the Marvel universe. Because I owe that to my 9-year-old self, and I think a lot of us feel the same. We will never forgive ourselves for doing things out of character. We always want to be Marvel, 100% Marvel.